I'm here today at windy Palouse Falls in eastern Washington with my wife and sister and her husband who is visiting, and they're up there sketching, and we're overlooking the Palouse River in this really big canyon cutting down through the flood basalts, the Columbia River flood basalts. I think there's a lot of Frenchman Springs and maybe Rosa here. But we have here the Palouse Falls, which is the state waterfall of Washington since 2014. It was lobbied by a bunch of kids from Washtenaw nearby to make it the state waterfall. It's a really impressive waterfall. It goes down into a huge plunge pool. It falls about 200 feet from there to there. And what maybe should catch your eye here is that the size of the Palouse is, really small compared to the size of this canyon here. We have this steep-sided, cutting down vertically through the canyon in some places. But about 13,000 years ago, this area changed drastically with the Ice Age floods. And before that, the Palouse River did not flow through this area. It used to flow down through the Washtenaw Coulee 13,000 years ago with the series of Ice Age floods. They found weakness in the basalt that was a kind of northwest or northeast, southwest trending series of fractures almost that they exploited and cut down through and dug out this huge chasm. About 10 miles north of here, near Washtenaw, the Palouse River takes a radical left turn, almost 90 degrees, to head south. And that's because that's where, it was the lowest to go. The river wanted to find the easiest place to go. And it found the Ice Age chasm that was dug out by the mega floods that came through the area. And it abandoned Washtenaw Coulee, so now that's a coulee, whereas before it was actually a river-carved valley almost. And the Palouse River now falls here at Palouse Falls, but takes over the canyon. And I was listening in on someone's conversation, and I guess this is one of the big areas that kind of convinced people that Brett's actually had a good idea with his Ice Age floods theory, because this little river couldn't have carved this huge canyon in its current state. And so there was something that changed at some point to carve the canyon in the past.